so I'm probably still not looking fantastic, but I thought I would give a little bit of an update on Sophia and everything. I think the last thing that I said was that she had the beginning of pneumonia, so she started an antibiotic, and she had her last dose last night, and that gave her like diarrhea, and it was just, oh my gosh. Luckily, she had like a bunch of overnight diapers, so she was just wearing overnight diapers the whole time she was on the antibiotic because, but we took her back in last Wednesday, I think. And because when I listened to her lungs, her left side started to sound worse to me. Like I couldn't hear her moving any air. But when we took her in, her doctor could hear just fine. So she said that she thinks that maybe there was like a mucus plug stuck in her lungs when I was listening, and it must have loosened up. She got a shake vest. I actually have a little video on my phone. I might try to put it in here because it's funny. She loves the little shake vest. So her doctor ordered that for her while she's sick. And then somebody had commented on the video to be careful because I didn't need to get sick. Well, Sophia coughed in my face like 15 times while she was in the ICU, so I did get sick. But luckily I was able to stay up with her. I was staying up until like 3 and 4 in the morning with her, like watching her, because she hasn't had pneumonia since her first year. And her first year when she had pneumonia, she was flown 4 times her first year, and 3 of those times she had pneumonia. The 4th time, or I don't know if it was the 4th time, but one of the times it was bronchiolitis. But every time that she's had pneumonia, she's been flown. So it was the first time that she's had it since then, and the first time we've been sent home with her having something that serious. So I was like on paranoid train. But this weekend, her lungs started to get a lot better. Like her left side sounds fine. Like she's there. I couldn't hear any crackles the last time I listened. She sounds great. Her sats have been great. Her heart rate has gone down again. She was able to get off of oxygen during the day again. And she's been playing. She's been sitting up and doing stuff by herself again. So she did end up having a seizure this weekend. I'm surprised she didn't have one before then, because I was fully expecting her to have a seizure the first night we got back from the ICU, because she didn't sleep at all while she was in the hospital. So I'm surprised that it took her that long to have a seizure, but she did end up having one this weekend. But she did okay the next day. She was playing again the next day and acting like it didn't really happen. So I did cancel her therapies this week just because she just finished her antibiotic and she's been having like diarrhea and stuff, and I just don't want her to deal with that. And I want her to fully recover from this and not be around anybody that could be sick, because the therapy place will send people home when they're sick. But we've gone and there's been a kid that has been sick and we didn't know it until like almost the end of the session, and Sophia's been around him. So, and her therapist didn't know either. It was the other therapist that let him in there. So I'm keeping her home the whole week to make sure that she's okay. I also had to cancel her dentist appointment that I didn't even know was happening this week. We make them, it's every 6 months that she goes, so I make it the day that she goes, so I completely forgot, but they sent a text message, so I had to cancel that too, because she has to have an antibiotic an hour before she goes. I just don't want to stack antibiotics on top of each other when she just got off an antibiotic. I don't want to have to do another one, and she's still recovering from being sick, so I don't want her to be going into the dentist this soon. So this week I'm just gonna have her recovering and stuff, and then next week she'll be going back to therapy, and next week is, I don't even know. But it is Heart Month. I don't know if I've said it before, I'm not a huge fan of Valentine's Day. Just because I think it's like, I guess it's fun if in school and stuff you always had fun celebrating it. I never did. And this, I mean, I'm an adult now, so that sounds really stupid, but I never had a boyfriend or anything growing up when I was on Valentine's Day, like in high school or anything. And so that was super depressing. So I hated Valentine's Day then, and it just kind of like carried on. I'm just not a huge fan of Valentine's Day. It's not a huge deal for me, but it is Heart Month. So I started getting like heart stuff because it's a month for heart awareness. And I know that they talk a lot about it, like on TV and stuff, about the Wear Red Day was February 1st, and they talked about wearing it for like, because it's the leading cause of death in women, heart diseases, but it's the #1 birth defect. And it's kind of like, you hear different statistics, but it's 1 in 100 or 1 in 110 kids is born with a heart defect, and every 15 minutes a kid is born with a heart defect. And so, like, if you're following me on Instagram, I posted the other day that during the Super Bowl, 15 families found out that their child has a CHD. That was the most boring game I've ever seen in my entire life. Anyway, Sophia's waking up. So I have to give Sophia a bath, and then I was going to show some of the stuff that we have for Heart Month. I'm still waiting to get the pillow cover. It's like an anatomical heart for Heart Month, but we just have a few things for February. And then Sophia also said that she wanted some Valentine stuff, so I found a couple of things to put around the house also. But I have some heart stuff to show, so I'll show some Valentine's or Heart Month decor, and then I thought I would do a little update on Sophia. And then I thought that I would also there was somebody who commented on the last video where I was giving an update about Sophia being sick, and he was saying that his daughter had the same virus and that she actually passed away at the beginning of January. And so if everybody could just, send thoughts or prayers or whatever you believe in to him and his family, because I've been thinking about them, because it's just awful. But so I'm gonna go get Sophia up and give her a bath, and then I'll probably show some of the stuff that we have around the house, and then probably show Sophia a little bit if she's feeling up to it. But I've already talked a lot, so. Okay, so Sophia just got a bath, so and she went down for a nap, so I'm gonna show all the stuff that we have. Like I said, there's not a lot, so there's this heart, and I got that from the Target dollar spot last year or the year before, and it has like a red rim around it, but it's just kind of simple, and it's just wood on our coat closet. And Sophia also colored this anatomical heart. Yeah, you did, huh? She wasn't super into it, but she did a few colors. And then over here on our bookshelf, I just got that little bird. I got this last year because it has a date on it, so I know when I got that. And he has like a little bandana and a little mustache, and I thought he was pretty cute. Looks like a little French guy. And then over here, basically everything's the same. I just took some Dollar Tree heart picks. They have them like every year. They're like glitter picks. And I just took the hearts off of the sticks and I put them inside that box centerpiece thing on the TV stand. So there's some hearts up there with pine cones. And then over on the guest bathroom door, I got this felt heart wreath from Target. It was, I don't know where they would have it in every other store, but in our store, they have it over by the Valentine's candy. And yeah, it wasn't in the dollar spot, but it had like the same prices. It was like $5 as the dollar spot does. And then in Sophia's room, I found these glitter pillows. Let me see if I can, here we go. I found these and there we go. They're one of those pillows. I actually found these at the Dollar Tree. So I got her the fluffiest ones I could find because, you know, they're the Dollar Tree. But I found a couple of them, so I got her 2. And then she has this little wooden heart on her Darth Vader TV tent thing. And then I just put the other heart on her bed. She's napping in our room in her crib right now just because if she needs like oxygen or anything, she can be right by her her concentrator. And then basically everything's the same. Then I also found they're like fairy lights in the dollar spot at Target, and they're supposed to be pink. They look kind of purplish to me, but they're not really Valentine's Day. I'm gonna keep them up for her all the time, but I think they were there for Valentine's Day. So there you go. And it's not a decoration, but if you're not following on Facebook or on Team Sophia, you probably didn't see this shirt, but I made her a shirt that has her heart defects on it for the Wear Red Day, and she'll probably wear it during Heart Week. I think I need to iron right there, but she has mitral and pulmonary stenosis, but I didn't have enough room or letters to put all of that, so I just have stenosis. But she has double outlet right ventricle that includes a large VSD. She has both of the stenosis and then a PDA, so I put that on this shirt. And then in the guest bathroom, I just took the snowflake, I don't know what it would be. It's like a sign, but it's like a wood thing, down, and I got that from the dollar spot at Target. It says all you need is love. I like the Beatles, so. And then we have a garland of hearts over by our sliding glass door, over by that couch. And I was going to replace, I'm going to replace that pillowcase with the one that has the anatomical heart whenever it comes, but it's like $1 or something, and it's coming from China, I think, so I don't know when it's going to be here. And then I actually printed this off last year for like Heart Month, and then I've just kept it up on our little art wall thing over here, but it has the anatomical heart, and I've just kept it up here next to Sophia's paintings and stuff. And then you can see those pics. I just put a couple of them in our centerpiece on the kitchen table. And then they had, I think they have these chalkboards this year. I thought I saw them at the Dollar Tree, but we've had it for a couple of years. And I just put 1 in 110 on there, and I just put it on the wall in the dining room. And then on our letterboard up there, I put "You Make Me Tachycardic." And then I found that picture in the dollar spot at Target, and I put some of the peonies that we have had for a while, for a few years now, in there. And then I haven't really changed anything above here. There's that heart still up there, but then I put that heart up by that teapot that I found in the dollar spot also. And then we just have some of our like little candies sitting out, Reese's, and then peanut butter M&Ms over in there. But Sophia is, you can't really see her. Let me see. She said she wanted to nap, and I think she just wanted to nap so she could play in her crib, because I told her she would have to sit in her chair because she's getting her feed. Yeah, she's just playing. But I'm gonna get something to eat, and she'll probably end up getting up soon. And I don't know if we're gonna end up watching a movie tonight. I'm making enchilada soup, so I need to get that in the crock pot. We rented the Predator movie, but we haven't watched it yet. Eric likes the Predator movie. It's like I think it came out last year. I don't know. But he's been wanting to see that. But they have a few movies that came out that are on like on demand. They have that I Feel Pretty. I thought that looked funny with Amy Schumer. I want to watch My Friend Jeffrey Dahmer. Eric's not gonna watch that with me. I'll have to watch that by myself. I watched the Ted Bundy tapes on Netflix. That was really good. I want to see the one with Zac Efron that's coming out in theaters. I'm excited to see that. I like serial killer stuff. Eric does not like that. He thinks I'm weird. So he's not gonna watch any of that with me. But I want to watch that My Friend Jeffrey Dahmer, and I'm surprised it's already out on demand. I didn't even know it came out in theaters yet. But I want to see that. There's a couple of movies that I saw on demand that I do want to see. And then I saw the new ad for Handmaid's Tale. I didn't get to watch it during the Super Bowl. It was supposed to come out on the Super Bowl, but it didn't. But I watched it on YouTube, and it looks... I'm so excited. And then the best Super Bowl commercial, I don't know if you guys saw it, was for an adaptive controller for Xbox. I cry every time I watch it, and Eric had already showed it to me like twice before the Super Bowl, and then it came on during the Super Bowl. I might try to find a link and put it down below so you guys can see it. It made me cry. But yeah, that commercial, that made me cry. But yeah, I'm gonna eat. And Sophia's probably gonna end up getting up because she's not napping. It was just a ploy to be able to play in her crib and not be stuck in a chair while she gets fed. Oh my god. I made the enchilada soup. Got some crackers. Are we gonna watch that Predator movie?
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Gonna get some. And Sophia! Hello, lady. She's just hanging. A little out of it. What? Oh, it's sassafras. Such a big girl. So dang strong. Huh? Look at your hair. A ragamuffin. You a ragamuffin? Look at you. Oh. What are you doing? Your little cleaning kid out. You're cleaning your toys. Oh, want mommy please? Yeah, you were, huh? Yeah. You were doing good. Now go look. Now go look at me. Hello. Oh. Are you over it?